Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Pringle Cat YouTube channel. I am Pringle Cat, and this is Pringle Cat Storytime, part 5. Part 6, I'm not sure yet, I keep forgetting. However, that is not the point of this video. The point of this video is to tell you about an experience I had not too long ago, just a couple months ago, with a couple of friends of mine on a little trip we had back in March. Now, this is not as big of a moment in my life as some of these other stories have been. I mean, some of them are just really iconic moments within my friend group in real life. Not any of the people I usually record videos with. But, besides that, that's not really important. Here's exactly what went down. So, we are in this little place called Iowa, right, in the United States of America. Some people know it. A lot of people don't. Not a lot of people live there, I don't think. However, when we go here with with two of my friends, so I'm not gonna name drop. However, let's just say one of the friends has family that own a farm that we go to and we hang out on and we do stupid shit at. And essentially, what happens is we got access to four-wheelers, a side-by-side, which is like a big four-wheeler, but with door. It's like a off-road golf cart, if you know what I mean. But we do some wild stuff on those. I've had to jump off of one while it was turning, 'cause I am an idiot and I thought that, so there is like an area on the property that's about this shape, with an area that roughly resembles like where you would drive around. You don't really drive through the middle. There's tracks from the four-wheelers previously going around. And I said, "Hey, let's race," to one of these friends of mine, who we'll call Santa, right? We'll call him Santa. And Santa, no, I'm not calling him Santa. I'm just gonna say friend. That's not a good idea. Scratch that. Edit that out. I told my friend that I thought that we should race to see who can get around the fastest, and he's like, I don't exactly remember what he said. This is like just context to what happens in Iowa, so this is needed, and I wanted to drag out the runtime. And I thought that we were racing, and I guess he didn't think so, 'cause I start speeding up. I'm accelerating as fast as I can, and he just stops. For whatever reason, I don't know what was going through my little head back in the day, about what, 3 years ago, I think. And I just whip it. Like, I take the handles and I just crank them all the way to the side. And the four-wheeler completely goes off balance. I have to jump off the side because it's driving on two wheels. And I had a little moment of panic right there. And that was a little scary. But, safe to say, I live to see another day. Now, this is the more recent and the bigger picture of this story, where some other stupid things we do. Now, this doesn't really have to do anything to do with that. This is just a fun story I thought would be nice to share. So, you all know the weather. And we all know that it rains. And we all know that it thunderstorms even. Sometimes even tornadoes. Now, what if I told you that during this trip back in March, ignore the Minecraft music, back in this trip in March, we went to Iowa, and I think on the second day we were there, we're out driving on one four-wheeler, one side-by-side, and we noticed that those clouds are starting to look looking a little angry, like they might want to pour some rain on us, like they might want to strike us down, fucking God of War style. And So I don't know where I got it from. I don't remember where I learned it from, but I was like, hey, let me test the weather, you know, let's see if maybe it's gonna be okay. Maybe it won't rain. Maybe it won't the sun. You know. So I stick my head out of the side. No, I didn't even stick my head. I got out of the side by side, and I stuck my finger up in the air to test the wind, like I said, and almost instantly, you would not believe me if you're not gonna believe me here just telling you. You'd have to see it for yourself. Almost instantly, it just starts raining and raining, and it gets worse by the second. And it is wild. We hurry back in the side by side, and we are booking it back to the house. We are moving as fast as we can on that, going pushing 20 miles an hour down these hills, and we're just going fast. We are not looking back. I had sunglasses on because it was sunny, and I hadn't yet taken them off. So my sunglasses were fogging up, where they were steaming up. I couldn't see. I took them off. The windshield on the side by side is completely covered in water. Can't see out of that either. Stick my head out the side to try and see. I'm getting pelted by raindrops. I can't put the sunglasses on because I won't be able to see anyway. And it was just a complete disaster of a moment. And you know what happened? We got back inside. We put everything up. We put the side by side up. We put the four wheelers up. We put everything else that was outside up in the garages, in the barns. And you would not believe it. It stopped raining. And you'd be like, oh, well, that's mighty inconvenient, isn't it? But no. No, you know what's even worse? When we went back outside, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure it started raining again. Not as bad, but it did again. But this is the moral of this story is that trust me, Pringle Cat, as your #1 meteorologist, not your local news channel, not anyone else that tells you what's going on. Don't trust the weather app on your phone. Nothing, none of that. Not Google, not Apple, not any of the companies that have weather apps pre-installed on their phones. Your only well-documented source of meteorology and weatherology is from your guy here, Pringle Cat. Trust me. But that's about it for this story. I hope you enjoyed. I tried to be a little more enthusiastic about this one. Try to have a little more oomph behind my voice than I do in my other story time videos. And I also just felt, I gotta record something. I haven't recorded anything in like a month, and I don't want to completely lose what little viewer base I have. So that's about it. Subscribe, like my videos, please, and that's about it. See ya.